A roasting hot edition of the Acropolis rally would provide a stern challenge for the 9 young crews competing in the junior WRC in their identical Ford Fiesta Rally 3s. Ireland's Eamon Kelly was running third on Friday before he was forced to stop in the closing Alachua stage with broken suspension. A restart at the weekend saw him fight back to fifth. FIA Rally Star graduate Max Smart had produced a mature, error-free run to fourth place, only for the South African to also retire with broken suspension in stage 11. His Sunday restart allowed a 7th place result. Championship hopeful Mille Johansson would also have an eventful rally. The Swede suffered a puncture on Friday, also nursing rising engine temperatures, but still managed to close within 16 seconds of the leader on Saturday, only for a coolant leak to end his run in the afternoon. A few Wolf stage win points and 6th place would provide a meagre consolation for his efforts. Thomas Martins was another driver to pick up a puncture on the opening day, but recovered well to replace Johansson in the runner-up spot on Saturday and ended the day with a fastest time of his own. There would be frustration too for the young Belgian though, a broken prop shaft grounding him on the final morning. Karim Kazaz was another to lose ground with a puncture on Friday, but the 19-year-old Turk responded well. A safety-first approach paid dividends on these rough, rock-strewn roads, eventually claiming 4th on this rally of attrition. Diego Dominguez survived a scare on Friday afternoon, but that moment was survived. He would, though, have a roller coaster of a rally. A whole radiator on Saturday morning saw the Paraguayan drop to 6th, then storm back to 2nd, only to lose 4 minutes in stage 12 with damaged suspension, somehow ending the rally in a fine 3rd place. Taylor Gill, the winner of the opening 2 rounds, was firmly in the mix early on, but also dropped time with an overheating engine on Friday and back-to-back punctures in the afternoon.
Taylor, classic Acropolis for you today, right rear issue there. Did you whack something? What happened?
Nah, I didn't really touch anything, so yeah, it's a bit of a shame to get a puncture, but there's more to our time loss than just a puncture, so hopefully we can finish the rest of the day.
The Australian began Saturday with a couple of crucial Wolf stage win points, but then picked up a double puncture again in stage 11. The high attrition rate, though, allowed the 21-year-old to fight all the way back up to 2nd by the end of this brutal event. Ali Turkan, though, had delivered one of his strongest drives in the juniors so far to dominate the rally. This is the closest the Turkish youngster gets to a home rally, and his familiarity with this type of terrain would produce 6 stage wins along the way. And with his rivals struggling, he somehow managed to stay out of trouble. It would be a first junior WRC victory for the 26-year-old and co-driver Oytun Albayrak.
It feels like a dream. Close to home, with my family. It's super special. I am very proud. I think it's an unforgettable moment for my life.
Turkan claimed a victory by an enormous margin in the end, with Gill admirably fighting back to 2nd and Dominguez rounding off the podium places. And in the championship standings after 3 rounds, Gill has now pulled away from Johansson, with Turkan moving up to 3rd following that fine win. The rapid roads of Rally Finland are next up for the juniors at the end of July.